The families of victims in the Sandy Hook school shooting will take their fight against gunmakers to the Connecticut Supreme Court. They want to reinstate a lawsuit against the manufacturer of the military-style weapon that was used in the 2012 attack. The families claim the company markets its weapons to young people who could be prone to violence. Dahler is in Hartford, outside the Connecticut Supreme Courthouse, where today's hearing will take place. Don, good morning.
Good morning. Last year, a judge dismissed the lawsuit by some family members of Sandy Hook victims, citing a federal law that shields gunmakers from liability in gun shooting deaths. Now lawyers are appealing that decision, saying that Remington knowingly marketed the AR-15 style rifle to a high-risk group of young men, including the shooter, Adam Lanza.
Nearly 5 years after her 6-year-old son Dylan was killed by Adam Lanza, armed with an AR-15 style rifle, Nicole Hockley wants the gun manufacturer held accountable.
This is a weapon that has been designed to inflict mass casualty, and you're not a man if you don't have it. That's morally reprehensible, and from a marketing perspective, that's wrong and needs to stop.
In a brief submitted to the Connecticut Supreme Court, attorneys representing 10 Sandy Hook families contend that in order to boost sales, gun manufacturer Remington targeted a younger demographic by linking the AR-15 to macho vigilantism and military-style insurrection. In print ads, the firearm is portrayed alongside phrases like "perform under pressure," "bow down," and "consider your man card reissued."
Remington increases the risk when they market the weapon this way of pulling in these dangerous users.
Josh Koskov is the attorney representing the 10 families.
Not all of them are going to, use them like Adam Lanza, but collectively they're going to be at increased risk.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, more than 1,500 mass shootings have taken place since Sandy Hook. Legal analysts say appealing the dismissed lawsuit rests on proving the manufacturer's negligence allowed the weapon to fall into the wrong hands.
What the appellate judges are supposed to do is judge this case according to the law. So although these horrific shootings that have happened are out there, theoretically the judges should disregard them.
CBS News reached out to Remington for comment. They have not yet replied. Now, if the families are successful in this appeal, it opens the door to the discovery phase, in which they might have access to internal documents and emails that could reveal Remington's marketing strategies. Gayle.
Still one of the worst heartbreaking stories ever reported. Thank you, Dahler.